just as a reminder before you get started, because I saw Mariah hopped on, if your microphones are not muted, if there's people that are around you, it does kind of cause a lot of back noise.
Gotcha. All right, well, let's go ahead and kick this off. This is our weekly Team Xtreme Zoom call. Today is Monday, April 6th, right? It's hard to keep track of the days nowadays. But I'll just go ahead and kick this off with a couple different things. I'll start with recognition. Right now, it's the beginning of the month, so there's not a whole lot of activity happening yet. But Sally does have Success Club 2, so congratulations, Sally. And she also signed a new coach this month, Annie. Did you want to say anything about Annie, Sally?
Just that she is a very positive person, and I'm very excited to have her on my team. She's actually recovering from a shoulder injury, and so she was actually going to sign up a few months ago, but she waited. And so it just happened to be that she's getting mobility back, and she is excited to get started with Beachbody again and kick it off as a coach. So I'm pretty excited.
That's awesome. Well, we're excited to have her join us. And then I also sold one challenge pack today, so I should be at Success Club 2 tomorrow. So anybody else? Anybody have any luck with 10 rounds today? Going live?
I sent out a share cart, so we'll see. She wanted to purchase like on Friday, but I forgot that it was still coaches only at that time, and she did not want to sign up as a coach. So I'm like, okay, just wait till Monday so you can get the 10 rounds for free. So I sent her the link today, so we'll see.
Awesome. Anybody else?
Can I ask a question? Oh, hold on.
Sure.
Sorry, Roman's on the phone with his parents, and they're loud. My sister was wanting to get in on some of this, but I don't know if she still is, but she was signed up, I think, as a coach under my cousin. Is there a way, but I don't know if my cousin's doing it anymore. So is there a way that, like, if my cousin backed out, then my sister no longer has a coach and can join under me? Or
I believe, and Kendra, if I'm wrong, chime in, because this is all, a learning process. But I believe if her cousin canceled, she automatically gets moved to her upline. So she stays in that line unless she cancels. And she can't be moved to a different coach unless she cancels. And if she does that, she can't become a coach again for 6 months. So like, say she canceled underneath her cousin and signs up underneath you, she can't sign up as a coach underneath you for 6 months, but she can be a customer under you.
Okay. That's what, so, theoretically then she could at least be a customer under me and then go that way and then sign up as a coach later?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Is that right, Kendra? Did I get that right?
You did. Just to clarify, like, do you know if she is currently a coach?
I don't know if my sister still is. She may not be currently.
That's what you want to find out. So if she's not and she quit coaching at some point, then she's really just somebody's customer. And so that's it's the 6 months from when she stopped coaching till when she starts again. But she can switch over if she's a customer or quits as a coach, she can scooch over to you as a customer right away. Okay,
because I think she was just like a discount coach with my cousin. I think that was what my sister understood it as. So I don't remember the last time she's logged in. So, but she's been wanting to get back into it, and I've gone to, like, we've done some workout stuff together, and she's really into, like, the morning meltdown and then the bar blend. And I started showing her the stuff about 10 rounds, and she goes, "Oh, that would be kind of fun." She's stuck at home currently because she's a college student and she serves and stuff, and so she's currently stuck at home a lot. So,
as are a lot of us right now.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely have her look into it, because that's a potential right there. Definitely.
Cool.
All right. So I'll move on to the next thing. I went into the back office just to look at some of the announcements coming up. Like we already mentioned, 10 rounds went live today for customers to purchase, and the early access is available for those who who purchase it. It's available right away. But we are planning on doing a program specific group April 20th for that. But if your people want to get started now, it's up to them. It's totally up to them. But we did that so that if they are waiting on products, whether it's the resistance loops or their Shakeology or their Energize or whatever it is, they can get it in time for the start. And so hopefully have as much success as possible. Let's see, the other thing is tomorrow, which Kendra put this into our page. Tomorrow is a virtual live coach sneak peek that Beachbody is hosting. And it's going to be in the Team Beachbody Coach 411 Facebook page. And that'll be at 12 p.m. Pacific. So that would be 2 p.m. Central and 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you have anybody who's could benefit from this coaching thing right now. I listened to National Wake Up Call today and Carl had a fire under his butt. There are so many people who could totally benefit from this right now as, an additional income just by helping people get fit and healthy. So if you have anybody who could benefit from it or is interested in it, shoot them an invite, tell them where to find it. It's going to be live on that Facebook page tomorrow at noon Pacific. The other thing, which I didn't get the time written down for this, but our upcoming super weekend, they have them every quarter. This one is going to be virtually because of our current situation, but that is going to be on April 18th. And I don't know if they've announced a time for that. I didn't get a time written down for it. But save the date, April 18th, virtual. Yes, Becky, go ahead.
11 Pacific.
Okay,
but
11
they didn't
Pacific.
say how. Yeah.
Good.
They didn't say how or where it's going to be, but 11 Pacific.
Gotcha. But that's always a great time. They're going to have announcements, probably some product launches, maybe future fitness programs coming, stuff like that. It's always a fun time. So mark your calendars for that. And then who else had a chance to watch National Wake Up Call today? Becky did, Kendra did. Anybody else? I liked it. I liked it a lot. Like I said, Carl had a fire lit under his booty today. And he got really passionate. She brought up MLMs and he got really passionate about that too. What is so different about us and why that's not what we are. So if that's something that you have come at you, listen to what Carl has to say about that so you know how to, come back at that. He's like, bring it on, trolls. And then, so after Carl talked, they brought on, I can't remember her last name, but her first name was Allie. And so she's a successful coach and she talked about how she started her journey and everything like that. But she came on to talk about time management, which is probably one of the things that I struggle with the most is time management, figuring out when to work my business, how much time I should be putting into my business, how much time goes here and there and, stuff like that, and a healthy balance. So it's not just business, but I'm also making time for the other important things in my life, my family or, whatever it is. So she listed off 6 best practices that she follows that have helped her with success. And so I just kind of took a couple little notes, but you guys should totally go back and listen to that call if you didn't get a chance to. But she said, number 1, she sets business hours. Hold on, everybody's smiling. What is this? Okay, gotcha, Becky. Becky says time management is craziness right now. So yes, absolutely. Let's see here. But yeah, so she was setting business hours, and for her best time is in the morning. So she gets up and she calls it winning your morning. So you just kind of have a schedule you stick to for that time. And you get up and you knock out those essential things in that time. Or it could be, winning your evening, whatever time best works for you. She likes to get up before the kids and be able to focus on her business for, those 3 hours before the kids get up. She makes a schedule. She says she schedules everything, down to the hour, which is something that I used to do a lot, and I need to probably work on doing again, just to get better at that. Sally, are you a scheduler? Yeah.
I usually am, but my schedule has been so upside down. And this is the first week that I actually put all of my stuff on a calendar again. And
Mhm.
so things are starting to like smooth out. And so it's so important. It really is.
Yeah. It's something that I need to do too. Like, and so you just kind of put it into the slots, what time you're going to be doing this or that, and, you know, make sure you're working in time for your other important things too. And she even talked about, she uses a specific daily planner that you can go in and do the hourly stuff on there. It's like a free one that you can get online. She said Emily Lee Daily Planner. So I haven't Googled it yet to see if I can get it to pop up, but I'm going to look it up. She said work from a list. So that would be our trackers, whether that is your business activity tracker from that Beachbody provides for us, or if it's like a tracker, Kendra has put tons of different trackers into our team page that you guys can look up and print out and use as a tracker. Or like I have, and Kendra and New Becky, New Becky has, it's a notebook tracker. Yes, there it is. I don't have it up here with me right now, but Kendra actually gifted that to me a few months back, and I just recently started using it, and I love it. And I told her I need the girl so I can reorder it because I'm going to go through it real quick. But just having something to help track what you're doing, showing you what are your vitals that you need to be doing, and checking off the list, you know, because when it's not in front of you, you forget and you don't do it. So I totally get this because I didn't start using a tracker until probably these last 2 months. And I'm telling you guys, like Success Club 10, 2 months in a row, I attribute to the fact that I have been consistent, and looking at a tracker is part of that. So I think it is important. If you guys aren't using a tracker, it's something you guys should start trying to incorporate for sure. Number 4, she says, do your most important tasks first. For her vital behaviors are inviting, personal development, and workouts. That's it. That's her vital behaviors, is focusing on herself, because we have to be at our best. We have to be proof of the product. And then, of course, inviting, because you aren't going to get people unless you're inviting people. Number 5 was eliminating distractions. So when it is your time to focus on your business, turn off notifications. Put it aside. Quit scrolling Facebook. You know, go somewhere where the kids can't get to you. You know, like let them know that this is my time. Like get rid of the distractions as much as you can, and that helps you focus in a lot more. And then number 6, she called it cut the fluff. And what she means by that is, first and foremost, you just need to focus on you and your results and your business before you start focusing on all the fluffy stuff, like creating beautiful graphics and beautiful, you know, like content and this, you know, like blogs, people who go and do blogs and stuff like that. Don't put all your time and effort into those things. Focus on you and your business first, and then eventually you can get to those things. But so yeah, I really like that call, and if you guys want to, you can totally listen in on it, and that's also on that Team Beachbody 411, or what is it, Team Beachbody Coach 411 page on Facebook.
I think the whole taking care of yourself and showing people is huge, because I've had this girl who, I'm not even her coach. I'm not even sure who her coach is. It's someone in Wichita. But she's been messaging me and talking to me, and I'm like kind of setting her up to see if I can like get her to skirt. She's not a coach, to like come over to me, because like she like asked me all the questions.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, who's your coach? And she's like, oh, so and so and so. And I was like, oh. And I was like, well, I'm more than happy to help you. But she's like, well, what's your murder? How do you? And I'm just like, because she sees that I put it out there for everybody.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's the biggest attractor. And like, I like all the fun graphics, but I've had the hardest time trying to figure out how to download it on my stupid phone and get it on Instagram. And I finally just gave up on it and just like started doing my own thing. And it's like taken so much stress off of me, and I wasn't getting anybody being like, oh yeah, look at that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That was my big things with that. So I'm glad she said like showing your results and what you're doing and taking care of yourself, because I think to me that reflects more to people. Because like I said, I feel like now I'm coaching this girl who's not even my coach right now, but I'm just like, yeah.
And I do that kind of stuff all the time too. And I, like, and I'll have conversations with them, who is your coach? Do you personally know them? Because sometimes people just sign up on the face or on the website on their own, and they just get randomly assigned, or say they signed up under a coach years ago and that coach is no longer actively coaching. They're not supporting them. They're not providing anything for them. So it is a very real possibility that even though they everybody has a coach, they can still possibly come over to you at some point. So just show them support. And even if they don't feel comfortable, come in with me at this point, I still support people. Like I have a girl who we've gone back and forth with for probably a year, supporting each other on our journeys. And she is signed up under her sister, and she doesn't want to break her sister's heart by not being underneath her. I am not going to cut her off and not talk to her about these things that we're passionate about and supporting each other just because she's underneath this other coach. So
well, it's like I have a old teacher friend from my previous job, and we figured out we're both doing 6 weeks of the work right now. So we like to message each other because we do the same days pretty much and talk about how much pain we're in. But anyway, we go back and forth, but her like best friend is her coach, but she never really talks to her about the stuff. She'll talk to me more about it than she will her best friend. But it's when I feel like kind of talking to her, it's one of those situations like that. Like she's probably not going to leave her best friend, but she talks to me more about it. So
yeah. And I mean, if you're comfortable with asking her, I just simply ask, are you getting the support that you would want? If you're interested, we do have these accountability groups, and I would love to have you join in on that with me. But if you're not comfortable with switching to me as a coach or, whatever, it is totally fine. I will still support you.
I did ask her.
Did you ask her? Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't want to leave her best friend.
Yeah.
It's like her childhood friend. So
that's okay. That's all right. And you wouldn't.
Now we just moan and groan together.
Yeah. All right.
I really do like the program, but we're really sore right now.
All right. All right. And then the other call that we've recently had, let me get to my notes here, was the Team Rockstar Fit Live that Trina just had yesterday. Who all was able to hop on and listen to that one? Becky did, Kendra did, Becky, the other Becky. Somebody, Becky.
I only listened for a little bit, not for very long.
Gotcha.
My internet wasn't working.
Well, and neither was hers. She actually got cut off and then had to come back on live for the last 20 minutes of it. So I think I got most of it though, even with that cutoff. I thought it was because my internet's always sucky. I was like, damn it. But it ended up being her internet that time. So I was just going to kind of go over some key points that she talked about on that for anybody that didn't get to watch it. Of course, you can always go back and watch it later. It's in the Team Rockstar Fit page. First thing that she talked about was she did an interview in the Diamond page with Danny Detra. And just a couple of little things from her. I didn't write down a whole lot from that, but one of the things that stood out to me was Danny said, if you guys don't know who Danny is, she is always way up there with Success Club. I don't even know how she does that, but month after month, the girl has 40, 50, whatever Success Club points. And it's how in the, I don't even, how do you even get that many people? But all the time. She said that 99% of the people who join her were asked. She had to ask them physically, not physically, but personally ask that person, not just putting it onto your page, not just putting it into your stories. She actually asks them specifically. And I agree with that. Like, I would say that a lot of my people that I have signed up, it's because I have personally messaged them and had personal conversations with them. People are too scared. They're nervous. They're not going to reach out to you on their own. So if you want people to join you, you have to ask. And yes, there will be no's, but there will also be yeses. So, and then she also said that she invites every day, whether that's to a challenge group or coaching or whatever it is, she's always inviting every day. Then the next thing Trina talked about, she called it a tough pill to swallow. And she was just talking about how this is your business, meaning pretty much that it's your responsibility. Nobody else can make this happen for you. If this is something that you want, you have to do it. You have to put the work in. You have to be the one to do your vital behaviors. It doesn't happen by chance. It happens by you working it and by you paying attention to it. So know what's going on in your business every week. Get into your coach online office. Know if you're an emerald, know, what's going on underneath you. If you want to keep your rank, you need to make sure that both those coaches are going to, be active every week. We cycle Wednesday nights. Thursday morning is when rank changes happen, whether that's up or down. So Wednesday night is a great time to hop onto your online office and just double check things and make sure that you're good to go, especially if you're trying to grow your business. Let's see. And then she gave a little lesson on getting into the groove of with your business. She was talking about her son playing basketball and how he was like bouncing the ball in between his legs. And she's like, how do you even do that? And he's like, I don't even think about it. It's just, I'm in a groove, And she talked about getting into a groove with your business where it just comes naturally to you. Like, it's a routine. You get into, just like brushing your teeth. Like, we get up and we do our workouts every day because of a routine. And we need to make our businesses in the same way, where it's a part of our daily lives, and to get into a groove with it. So let's see. Talked about a book she's reading right now. I didn't write down a whole lot about that one either. But I did like her. She made a little comment about personal development and why we do personal development. And she says, if your life is a mess, or if you are a mess, your business is a mess. Like, if you're not right, that's not going to be right either. We have to work on ourselves. So she practices PD every day, just like they teach to us that we need to be doing it every day. So I like that little point. And then she talked about the Life Coach School podcast that she listens to, which is another great PD that you could be listening to if you're not doing a book. But it was talking about things that we can control and cannot control. We can control our thoughts. We can control our feelings based on what our thoughts are. We can control our actions based on our feelings. And so with our actions, we can control our results. The only thing we can't control is our circumstances. Our current situation right now is unfortunate. There's always going to be something in your life that's unfortunate and gets in the way or whatever, but you can control how you react to a circumstance. So I like that. She says, control what you can. So, and then she had a little talk at the end there. Again, she's talked about brand before, but figuring out your brand, because the business is the people and they're coming to you. Beachbody is the supplier. You want to be something for those people to come to you specifically for. So figure out what your brand is. Who are you? And own it, whatever that is. You don't have to be the same as everybody else. You are your own special person. Figure out what that is. Own it, be proud of it, and share it. Let's see here. And I think that's about it from Trina's call. Did anybody else have anything else that they picked up from that I didn't put on there? No.
I just was thinking about the Danny stuff. She has said, and she may have said it on that particular call that you referenced, but she only invites to the business anymore. She goes, I can fill a boot camp by default because people are watching me work out every single day. They know that I do that. They know that's part of what I do. So when she goes to invite, she invites to the business. And then if that's not something of interest, then she kind of takes it down a notch to inviting to her boot camps.
Nice.
And I was thinking also, when you guys were talking about starting with your journey and taking care of yourself, I've heard Danny talk about this before, and I think it's good that you can turn that into a business conversation about people joining your team and talking about it in a business way by saying things like, I've never had a job that my main job description was to take care of myself. So putting it in that context of the business so that people see more than, we're more than just workouts. And so people see that.
Yeah, I think that's great too. And then the last thing on my list here, I was just gonna talk about challenge groups, which everything is going pretty smoothly right now. We've got April going. Kendra's got her posts in there. Sarah is supposed to have next week. Did she get her scheduled? Okay, I figured she probably booked ahead of time with her current situation. And then I have week 3, and I believe Becca is supposed to have the last week. Okay. And then, of course, we have the 10 rounds program specific group starting April 20th. So be inviting to that. And then all the way May, we'll have another May group. So, but that's a little ways away, but that's still something you can invite to as well.
Have we thought about, or talked about, I don't remember if we did, 10 rounds being in the tracker or in Facebook?
No, I don't think we have talked about it. What would you prefer?
I know.
Okay, hold on.
Tracker, go.
Here's why you need to do it in the tracker.
Yeah, because we're switching to bod groups. That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so that was another thing that Carl was talking about today was this contest kind of thing that they're doing. And I mean, the thing is, it's for the private jet thing.
Yeah, which he said it's still going to happen. It's just going to be under different circumstances because.
Yeah, but the stipulation is you've got to have your own bod group going.
Yeah, and I don't know how to. I mean, I like doing our groups together. Yes, Mariah, I see you. What's up?
Hold on. Okay, good. All over my hand.
You're so cute, though. She's like, okay, look. Yeah. Oh, you're muted. I can't hear you.
Am I back?
There, yes.
Okay, cool. So I had to take a small hiatus between January and February because there's just so much stuff going on with my other work. And then, of course, we get all the way to spring break, and then all this happens. But I'm finally getting to a point, and I started back when we were kind of in limbo land with what we were doing with school. I finally got back into the routine and back on the workouts and doing stuff, and it's been wonderful. My life has been so much better. But I started seeing stuff about bod group. Can somebody kind of explain that to me? Because I'm a little behind the 8 ball getting back into it finally.
From my understanding, I believe it's like they're replacing our My Challenge tracker, where we currently run our challenge groups, and they're moving the groups into the Beachbody On Demand app, I believe. Is that right? She's like, I don't know.
I think they're combining a bunch of apps that we already have. So Beachbody On Demand and the challenge group tracker will all be kind of accessed in the same place, along with Share a Cart. So we can send links out to people through there. The challenge group guides, I think everything that we have that's all separate right now is going to be kind of combined into one thing. So it should be really cool.
Nice.
So like theoretically, it's supposed to be more efficient because it's on one spot.
Yes.
Okay. When is that supposed to happen?
I think at the end of the month, if I remember right.
This month sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Okay.
hope for a smooth transition.
I know. I was talking to one of my challengers because she had seen something about it. She's not even a coach. And I was like, yeah, that's coming. I said, it's going to be a new experience for us coaches too. So bear with us because I don't know what's coming. You know, like we're going to figure it out as it comes because I don't know a whole lot about it.
I just want to check because I hadn't been on in a short minute, and then when I logged back into it, it was like 5 groups, and I'm like, I'm gonna just ask them about this.
Oh, and the one last thing that I wanted to bring up while I was on the call, I put a post into our page the other day because me and Becky, we were reading Judgment Detox together, and we finished that today, and I just wanted to throw it out there and see if anybody else was interested in hopping in on another book with us.
I'll probably do a book now that my life is like coming back down from being in a million pieces. So
What about you, Sally and Mariah? What are you doing, Kendra?
I'm totally willing to do a book. I kind of dropped the ball on the last one, and so now that it's in my library, I can always go back and listen to it. But I need that motivation to do it together because I just tend to stop.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay.
I finally in lieu of all of this, I pulled out my Kindle again, so I have my Kindle to kind of get into too.
Nice. So me and Becky were talking about what's it called? The Universe Has Your Back. Kendra, have you read that one by Gabrielle Bernstein?
I have not. I think I have it though.
Okay.
Oh, that's been showing up in my Audible since I had the other stuff from her.
It has really good ratings. And the 2 books that I've read by her, I really liked. Yeah, Sally says yes. Yeah. So we were talking about maybe doing that one. When would you guys want to start?
I mean, I'm pretty open now.
Yeah, same. I was like, well, today's Monday. We could start next Monday, or we can,
Yeah,
weigh in
that's kind of.
Or just hop right into it.
Tomorrow? No.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, we could start it like have our books or Audible copies, whatever you choose to do. We could have it by Friday, and we could start Saturday, Sunday, or something like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, it's called The Universe Has Your Back?
Yeah, The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein.
How many people are on Audible? Because I mean, if we're all doing on Audible, then there's no wait time to actually get a physical copy.
That's what I'm doing, Audible.
I don't know if we have much of another choice unless since most of them are probably all closed.
Yeah. You'd have to have it shipped to you. So if we all can get it on Audible, do we want to just start it tomorrow then? Okay.
I think I still have some free Audible things I can get to.
There you go. Perfect.
Can I share something sad though? I just saw on Instagram the other day that I can never say his name. Amalia. The trainer in 6 Weeks of the Work.
Yeah.
Was supposed to be one of the super trainers at putting on a training at the summit.
Oh.
This summer.
Yeah, they usually have all of them there.
And he said, I was so excited to train you guys or put on workshops for you guys for this. And I was like, no. It was right when I was going to be ending all this. Anyway, I had a few tears and then I was like, whatever, I'm done.
On that note,
my thing is telling me it's about to end my session because I don't have the paid for session. Should we do a quick ring? Kendra? Let's do it before it goes away. Sally! Everybody ready? All right. Yay. We'll see.
Sorry, I was pulling everything off the stove.
No, you're fine. It's
Thanks,
always
but I'm
fun seeing all you guys.
If it hasn't like cut us off real fast, in terms of like refunds for that, I know we got an email about it. Are we supposed to like go in and fill something out
Refunds for what?
for what do you call that?
Summit. No, they're going to do it
Thank you.
automatically.
Yeah, they're gonna do it
Okay.
automatically. Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather just have Summit, but you know.
Yeah.